What we have here, my friends, is a Wadia 830 CD player. I'm a great fan of Wadia for the engineering and sound quality. This is the mid-range player, and it is in excellent condition. I think I'm the first one who opened it, unless somebody was covering their tracks very well. You know, no screws are damaged of any sort. As a mechanism, we have a Pioneer stable Platter. It's not a common garden one. It's the one that's only ever used in top Pioneer units and some other manufacturers. When they buy it, all the high-end ones just get that mechanism. It's a very rare mechanism actually to see in other units. At the input mains filter, never seen one like that. You know, big can Faraday cage there, which goes to toroidal transformer, power supply, 3 Nihikan Muse, big capacitors there, and all the other caps are some kind of Japanese company. I don't know the name, never heard of it. In typical Wadia fashion, there are boards that are sandwiched, and as you see, there is a chassis covering all the noise, digital noise that could come out from it. So at the very bottom you can see a brown board there is the servo board, which I suppose must be Pioneer board. Then in the middle, underneath that, you can see bits of it underneath the black aluminium plate. There is a Wadia digital to analog converter and all of their magic, and you can see there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 regulators there. So it's full of regulators. And here on top we have an input board. So you have 4 inputs: glass, optical, normal plastic, Toslink, and 2 coaxial ones on BNCs. Of course it has a digital output as well, and it is exemplary. I even might hook it up to the oscilloscope. Should have done it earlier, but I'll do it now. If I manage it, okay, I'll turn it on. Don't know what you've been looking at that time. The unit reads absolutely anything, CDRs, non-CDRs, and well past its 0.9 of a millimeter standard. It reads about 1.5 millimeter in fact, and here it is. This is a, let me turn that off. This is a square wave. I mean, you cannot find a better square wave than typical. You freeze it, you know, it's as good as you can get. So obviously Wadia know how to do things. Sound-wise, I mean, I haven't listened to it in my #1 system as yet. It's just in the workshop. Although my workshop system is this now at the moment, 2 pre and power electro compagnettes and Magnapan speakers, so it's a reasonable system. It has a typical Wadia slam and deep bass and excellent stereo and imaging. I'm a bit disappointed with top end. I think it's a bit darkish and dim. It is, I think Wadia 16 had a much nicer top. I really bought that for myself and to have an input of 2496, because that's what I read it has. I haven't confirmed that it does. The manual says it doesn't. So somebody in front of me, but I mean the unit is in top condition. The box and inside is pristine clean. You see what they've done here? Instead of normal buttons, these are sort of like a membrane, pretty much like you do on remote control. There is a membrane underneath the plastic, so there's no ingress of dust of any sort. So the unit is basically pristine clean inside, with the exception of those rails which they come out with the tray. So that's how they get dust. but other than that is perfectly clean. I waited for it for 7 weeks. It came from Germany, and they decided to send it by boat from Singapore to Sydney and by road to Perth. So you pay a couple of $100 and you get sea mail these days. Well, thank you very much. When I know something more interesting about it, if there is anything more interesting, I'll shoot another video, but at the moment it appears to be all there is to say. I mean, it is fine. The remote is, almost, like brand new and brilliant unit. I'll see if I keep it, I have to see how the top end works in my system, Well, thank you very much, and till next time. Bye-bye.